have I got some updates for you. Because I work for myself as a content creator, the banks were like, what is this? It's hard to like keep your heart and your emotions out of it when you're bidding on your home. Well, hello and welcome back to another vlog. I've just landed in town. I drove here in my beloved Ciara and I'm just about to meet Lauren and shoot some pictures, and then we are going to meet our friend Lorna for some lunch in the Ivy and have a proper catch up with her. I haven't seen Lorna in over a month because she's been working on this TV show. She works as a stylist. She's great. So we're gonna have a lovely catch up, see how she's been getting on, have some nice lunch. I love the Ivy. It's so good. So in my last vlog, I completely forgot to update you on a very big part of the house hunting journey. So we have officially got our mortgage approval, which is so exciting. I know that talking about viewing for houses and putting on bids for houses, you would think that we had our approval already, but actually what we had was approval in principle. So our approval process was kind of pending. It can take a few weeks with the banks. They just request like lots of files and forms and proof of lots of different things. Like they have to do their due diligence. Oh my god, I can't say that. They have to do their due diligence. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time. And obviously for me, because I work for myself as a content creator, that's a relatively new profession. So I'm sure the banks were like, what is this? But anyway, it all went super well. We got our approval for the amount that we were expecting, which is just so nice. And the interesting thing about it in Ireland is that when you get approval in principle, or I think it's called a letter of comfort, which means that your approval is pending, you can go ahead and view properties, you can place bids, you can even win a bid and essentially go sale agreed before your approval goes through essentially. But ours is all done, which is great. So that is, you know, what we were expecting, but also it's really nice to have it sorted. So I just wanted to share it with you guys because obviously we are sharing the whole process. And then the other house update is after what really seemed like a very quiet kind of week or two with nothing really coming up that we liked, we now have a couple of viewings booked in this week. So we have one for this evening. That's at 6 p.m. We're really excited about it. So I will keep you updated. Maybe I'll bring you with me. I haven't brought you with me to an actual viewing yet. So maybe I could do that. I think it should be fine as long as I'm like not... Oh, is that Lauren? Oh my god, Lauren's here! Okay, Lauren's next to me. She's literally just pulling up. There she is! Oh, hey girl! This is Autumn Ciara to a T. I'm nearly always in this beret or my baker boy. Sometimes I look like a mushroom. I'm just wearing a trench coat, some boots. I think this turtleneck is Penny's from last year and this skirt is Suzanne. And I actually have this new Coach bag, which I'm going to show you later because I'm obsessed. They're the handiest bags. But we're just going to shoot this look and then we're going to head for some lunch. We have flowers for Lorna. We're going to the Ivy and wait and I show you their autumn display. Oh my god, it's something else. Look at that. It's so pretty. So we're at a viewing, we're in the garden, and I really like this. You can hear a dog in the background. The garden is really big. Yeah, we actually really like this, but I can't really show you inside because there is one other couple viewing it and I really don't want to have a camera in their face, but it definitely has potential. There's a shed there. I can't really show you very much. What do you think?
I don't know if Remy would like it.
Of course you would.
There's a squirrel in the tree.
Are you kidding? Oh, that's a fair... No, that's actually... Oh, there is a squirrel. Right there. Anyway. We just got in, we brought Remy for a walk and now I'm having some dinner. I'm having the salmon and rice that Emily Marioko, she's on TikTok. She has us all in a chokehold. It is so good. It's basically like nori seaweed sheets. You get them in these packs and then you, oh my god, if you've not seen this, actually this will blow your mind. So you get these, one of these. I hope this actually works now. Can you see this? Hang on. I don't know, is this the right seaweed? Look at that. Oh my god, it's like a wrap. Look at that, it's like its own little sushi roll. It's iconic. It's so tasty. So yeah, we saw the house. I actually filmed a clip at the viewing. Yay me. It's the cheapest house that we've looked at so far, which is interesting. Definitely nicer than some other ones that we've seen that have been more expensive, or has more potential at least. The garden is incredible. That's a big seller for us. There's a house that we're viewing tomorrow at 11:30 that we're very, very excited about. We're really interested. We've been trying to get a viewing for this house for like 2 weeks. I've called them 3 times. Yosef's called them like twice. Like I said, the one that we viewed today, we're going to sit and wait. I do believe they'll do a second viewing, so we can play our cards close to our chest for now, keep in touch with the letting agent and see how the bids are going and what it's currently priced at, and obviously see how tomorrow goes. So we've only bid on one house so far and we got outbid on that, as I told you. So I think we're just gonna, I don't know, try and be cautious. And if we place a bid on this house we saw today, we might wait just to see how it goes rather than go in guns blazing, you know? I'm gonna eat my dinner and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Anyway. Have I got some updates for you? Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of driving and talking because I am heading to the Blanchardstown shopping centre. I used to live right around the corner from it. So yes, we are going to be driving and talking, but obviously I'll be focusing on the road. So do not worry, that is the very handy thing about having one of these vlogging mounts on your dashboard. So yeah, I'm gonna be there for a few hours and I'm gonna get to do some shopping, which is always really, really fun. I'm popping into Harvey Norman because I have something that I'm really excited to pick up. It's kind of like a kitcheny gadget. The house hunt is still ongoing. We have placed our second ever bid today. So we have a house that we have bid on, and if you've seen the previous videos you will know that we did have our first house that we really liked, that we placed a bid on, that we got outbid on. So that didn't work out, which is fine, it happens, we move. So that was fine. We kept looking for a few weeks. We really had a bit of a lull. We didn't really see very much that we liked, which is fine. Again, the market is kind of crazy right now, but we won't focus on that. So the house that we're currently interested in is definitely a fixer-upper. She is needing a little bit of love, a lot of love, but the potential is incredible. There's a lot of potential there. We're hoping and thinking that because this house is much more of a project, like it really needs a lot of work, we're hoping that the bidding isn't going to be as aggressive on this house. I think that with houses that are projects, people will hopefully be a bit more pragmatic and reserved about overbidding. Because of this current situation, we kind of have our max bid set at a different price because we have to have a certain amount allocated for doing up the house. So what we absolutely do not want is to go in and spend our max amount and then have no shmonies left to do the things that need to be done. So it's very important that we, again, stick ourselves to quite a strict budget. I mean, it's all about having a budget. My absolute dream has always been to have a project house and to get something that is a blank canvas, that needs time and love and a vision, and to just roll up my sleeves and just throw myself into it. Like, I love a challenge. I love that process of having an idea and executing it. I am really, really hoping that this one works out. So I'm just landed. There is like so much parking here always, and it's just so easy to get here. So I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of powder and then pop on my mask. Why am I putting on lipstick when I'm putting on a mask? I always do this. I love shopping days, they're so fun, and I love coming somewhere like this where like everything is here. Oh, and I really want to get like a really nice juice as well, because I can tell, I feel like I'm kind of starting to get a head cold, which I am already like hoofing vitamin C into me. I'm very good with my supplements, to be fair. So I think it's the changing weather. So I'm going to get like a nice gingery smoothie. They have a really nice smoothie bar here. So I will report back. Okay, so it's been a few days since I've last spoken to you, and I have some updates, and I will start with the house updates because I feel like that's probably the best place to start. So the property that we were bidding on, when I last spoke to you, that we really, really liked the project house. Unfortunately, it didn't work out and we got outbid. And even though we've been really, really positive so far and like tried to be really pragmatic, I can't help but feel a little bit disheartened by this particular outbid. I know it's only our second time of it happening, but the house in question, the property, as I said to you, it required a lot of work. Like, it really was a project house. You know, you were walking into somewhere that really was livable, but like wasn't like homely. There was a lot of things that needed to be done, like big things. The amount that house actually went up to in the end is pretty mind-boggling. And I know that, you know, everyone is killed hearing about you know, how crazy the bidding is and the housing situation, but when you see it in person, in a first-hand experience with a house like that really needs a huge amount of work, and you see just how high they're bidding for it, you know, it was pretty crazy. We bowed out at the certain point at which we had said we won't go further than this, because if we go further than this, we're taking away from the funds that we, you know, need to make it the way that we want it. Like, we don't want to be moving into a project and then not being able to do anything to it for like 3 or 6 months. So I think it's important to allow yourself to feel, you know, sad or disheartened or whatever. You know, let yourself feel it and then pick yourself up and just keep going. So that's essentially what we've done. I haven't even really been thinking about it in the past few days, to be honest with you. It was kind of on the day of that I was like, oh, that's such a pity. And it was more like a reflection of how bad things are. Like, it was kind of like like we already knew that the situation was crazy and that bidding was insane and that there's such a crisis going on. But really, that was the first time that we really felt like the situation that we were in was just so like crazy. But anyway, we won't dwell on it. It's all done. We move. It's cool. In other news, we had a really, really nice weekend. It was Halloween weekend just gone. And like, part of me was thinking I should vlog it. But to be perfectly honest with you, it was wild. It was so much fun. And it was just like, I could have vlogged, but it was my first proper, like, the Friday was my first proper night out, like as in late club openings in 2 years. So I think it's fair for me to keep that for myself. So the other update that I wanted to give you is that we have since found another property that we are bidding on. So we have a specific area that is like our like real top location in terms of, you know, area where we are and like affordability and the houses and all that. And the one that we really, really loved, the project house that ended up going like crazy high in the bidding, it's in the same area. So the property that we're currently looking at is like on that road, which honestly seems like, it feels like too good to be true. So we are currently bidding on that place right now. We've been to 2 viewings and we are currently bidding on it. So fingers crossed, 3rd time's the charm would be amazing. It really, really is a really good property, and actually it needs a lot less work than the other one does. So it could turn out to be like a wiser choice. So yeah, I don't have any other updates than that. We're waiting to see, you know, we're dealing with the letting agent and we will see how we go. I'm really hoping it doesn't go insanely high again, because, you know, there is kind of like a ish going rate for properties in that area, which is why it's an area that we have kind of targeted, because we want to look in places that we realistically can afford. So we really hope it works out. Like, we really hope it works out. I kind of said to myself that I would try and be as pragmatic as possible about something like this, but like, it's really hard to be pragmatic and, you know, objective when you're bidding on your home, you know, or your potential home. It's hard to like keep your heart and your emotions out of it. Usually I'm quite good at doing that, but it's getting harder to do that. If you were watching this, please wish me luck, send me the good vibes, either in your head or maybe in a comment, but I'll keep you updated.